high school athletics impacted me in a way that it taught me teamwork, especially playing various team sports when I first came to high school, like basketball, rugby, volleyball. And I also got my first real kind of taste of higher level individual sports with track and field and badminton. So kind of pushed me on the route towards where I wanted to go with sport, which was obviously track and field. And you know, the team aspect of it was vital in that it really helped prepare me for life as a university athlete on the track and field team at the University of Lethbridge, like dealing with teammates, traveling with teammates that I never really got a chance to do before high school. Never got to play hockey, never got to play any of the rep sports growing up. So it was a good eye opener for me that way. I was lucky enough to have a few great experiences in my high school career. One of which being in my grade 10 year, coming from behind in the zone final to win a zone basketball championship and win a trip to provincials, which was one of the first times in a long time that Winston Churchill's basketball team had been able to go. So that was really cool to be a part of that. Winning our 6th straight zone championship in rugby that year as well was very special, kind of keeping the streak alive. And also winning my first individual medal in track and field in the discus was very special as well. So I got pretty lucky to be on some great teams, as well as the good fortune of being able to compete on the day in track and field. I think students should be involved in high school sports because it, like I said before, it teaches teamwork, teaches you responsibility, like having to be responsible to a coach, to your team, to yourself as a student athlete. You have to learn time management skills. You have to learn how to prioritize things. Like if you have a practice, put everything else aside and go to practice, focus on practice. And then if you have homework after, you know, put everything else aside and focus on that. Or you know, set aside time to play with your friends, or to go out with your family. You know, it teaches you time management, which is a very crucial skill going forward in life, and especially in life as a university student. I think it's important too because, you know, it's vital for us as human beings to be active. You know, it's part of a healthy lifestyle, and it also teaches you how to compete. There's no facet in life in high school or beyond where things aren't competitive. Like whether you're applying for a job, whether you're trying to get into school, whether you're trying to play a sport or make a team, you know, you got to learn how to compete. And what better way to do it than on the safe or relatively safe confines of a playing field in high school. So to me, that was a great learning experience, and you know, I fully encourage kids to get involved. I think school figures and schools itself should support high school athletics because it's a vital component of building well-rounded kids or building well-rounded young adults. It's one of the best things about being a high school athlete was learning time management skills, as well as teamwork skills, coping skills. Like if you lose a game, or if you have an argument with your teammate or a competitor, you got to learn how to cope with that and you know, address the situation and move on. And you might not necessarily get that in a classroom setting. So it's a completely different aspect of being a high school student. It's being involved in a team and competing towards a common goal, not just trying to pass a course or pass an exam. Even as an individual athlete in track and field, you're still working together as a team, trying to win a team championship along with your individual championship. So you're still building teamwork even in an individual sports setting. First of all, I'd like to thank the Alberta School Athletics Association's board for approving me as a recipient for this honor. I'd also like to thank Winston Churchill High School for putting my name forward, and the coaches I had Winston Churchill. Especially my track and field coach Peggy Al for all her support over my 3 years at Churchill. I'd like to thank my current track and field coach, Larry Stanke, who's also the head coach at the University of Lethbridge, for putting up with me for the last 12 years and for getting me to where I am today as a track and field athlete. And I'd also like to thank my parents, Debbie and Graham, for encouraging me to take part in track and field and basketball and rugby in high school. I don't think there's any way I'd be where I am today without my experiences in high school as an athlete, as well as having succeeded in graduate university with the time management skills that I've learned as a high school athlete. So thank you to everyone who supported my acceptance as a Hall of Fame member.